こんにちは、タカです。僕は普段 SDGs について外国人の意見を動画にまとめて投稿しています。SDGs について興味のある方はぜひチャンネル登録をお願いします。Hello, my name is Taka. Nice to meet you. Can I ask your name?
Hello, I'm Chess. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Teacher Chess, where are you from?
I'm from Sri Lanka.
Oh, you're from Sri Lanka.
Yes.
Okay. Where is Sri Lanka? I don't know the location.
Oh, just below India.
Okay. It's an island.
Yes.
So I'm interested in talk about SDGs. Have you ever heard about SDGs?
Yes, of course.
Oh, really? Okay. So there's like 1 to 17th issue in this SDGs. Can you pick one issue and then we can talk about that?
I want to pick up number 13, climate action.
So number 13, climate action.
Yes.
Okay. For this number 13 climate action, what kind of situation in your country?
Regarding with the climate action, of course, climate change is the most common thing that we are occurring right now.
Yes.
So, over the past 3 decades,
Yes.
if you compare the country's weather pattern,
Okay.
my parents
Mhm.
have told me, together with my grandparents,
Okay.
the weather is unpredictable these days.
Okay.
So, they have told before, in their time,
Yes.
they can clearly distinguish
Mhm.
the time frame
Yes.
for rainy season,
Yes.
dry season,
Yes.
so on and so forth.
Okay.
So mainly in our country,
Yes.
since it's a tropical country, we have 2 seasons,
Okay.
which is dry season
Yes.
and rainy season.
Okay.
So the rainy season is supposed to be starting from the month of July until the month of November,
Okay.
and the dry season should be followed by the month of December until the month of June.
Okay. So it's
Supposed
like a
to be-
6 month, like a half and half.
Yes. Before,
Mhm.
farmers and people can
Yes.
already predict and do their cultivations according to this weather pattern. That's why before, in ancient time, the people were able to manage their water supply
Mhm.
to their agricultural
Okay.
industries. So, but now, comparing with 3 decades ago,
Yes.
the weather pattern has already changed.
Okay.
And that's why the climate change has already had an impact towards this global weather change.
Oh, so you
Including
mean
my
like
country.
the rainy season is a little bit like a slide to the other month, or maybe the dry season slide off to the other month, and then before it was like 6 months, but it changed like slightly.
Yes, and also the weather has been combined like mixture of
Okay.
two, because why do I say mixture? Because sometimes in dry season you get rain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and in the wet season you
Yes.
get the dry season. That's why the farmers and the people who are cultivating these vegetations and crops,
Yes.
they are having a very hard time to produce their vegetations or their products. And aside from that, that is only one impact
Okay.
due to climate change
Yes.
that has resulted in our country.
You have
There are
another
several,
impact.
yeah, there are several other impacts or changes has brought due to climate change.
Okay.
The second most significant change
Yes.
is that now when it comes to the seasons,
Mhm.
you get too much rain during rainy
Okay.
season and too much dryness.
So before it was like a good level about the rain, a good level about the
It was
dryness.
a comfortable
Oh,
temperature.
okay. But now it's rained too much, or maybe it's like too hot, and then
Yes.
it's dry more
Yes.
than you like think about.
Yes. Imagine when it comes to dry season,
Yes.
nowadays some of the lakes will dry up. to the
Oh, really?
Yes, and some of the deep wells will be dried up without water in some certain places in the country. And some of the vegetation will dried up. So the sun is giving us so much of sunshine
Yes,
that
yes.
will give us sunburn to us.
Oh, okay. For the human skin.
Yes.
how hot is gonna be at the summertime or the dry season?
Well, over the past 3 decades, as I mentioned, it has been increased rapidly.
Okay.
And right now, the temperature might rise up to 38 to 40 degrees Celsius.
Oh, wow, quite hot.
Yes. So during rainy season, it's too much of rain,
Yes.
as I said earlier. So it might cause us to have flash floods. Lowland areas,
Yes.
due to heavy rain,
Yes.
it will be collecting water suddenly.
Okay.
So if it is too much rain pouring down from the sky to the land,
Yes.
the land has a maximum absorbed level of water to the soil. If it is too much than the level that they can absorb to the ground, it will keep on building the water on the land, on the soil.
So now it's like a recently problem. Like maybe when your grandma in that decade didn't have that problems a lot. But now kind of every year happens.
Yes, indeed. Landslides also becoming more common nowadays because, as I mentioned earlier, the water absorbed and from the mountains, of course, the soil will become too soft, so it will easy to have landslides.
Like in Japan, we have this problem, like maybe like 1 week, 2 weeks ago, we had too much rain and then suddenly there was a landslide. All the land, ground and sand went off from the mountain and it all goes down to the ocean. But in that place, there was lots of house, lots of hotel. So it was like a bad landslide and then I think around 100 people are still like under the ground or still not find it yet. So maybe you have the kind of like the same problem in Sri Lanka.
Yes, indeed. So if ever you have mountains and if there are soil on the mountain, if it is not a rocky mountain, of course, if you have soil, there is a possibility if you have heavy rain to have landslides.
Oh, okay. So like maybe 2 problem you have with this climate change.
Oh, not only that.
Oh, really? You have more?
Yes. The third major big problem due to climate change is, of course, due to climate change, the animals are having a hard time to survive.
Okay.
So, for example, dolphins.
Yes.
A lot of dolphins around our seashore. You go to like 200 meters to 500 meters from the seashore in certain locations. You can see a lot of dolphins before.
Oh, wow.
But nowadays, we don't see a lot of dolphins. And some of the dolphins and some of the small whales have been died due to rise up of the sea temperature, sea level temperature.
It's getting warm. So
warmer,
the dolphin and the whales, they used to swim around Sri Lanka ocean.
Yes.
But now they are not there anymore. Maybe they died or maybe they moved to the other place.
Also in the inland area, some animals like elephants. We have more than 400 elephants.
Oh, really? In Sri Lanka?
Yes.
Oh, you have lots of nature.
Yes, because Sri Lanka is full of paradise.
Okay, but you have an elephant in Sri Lanka and the island.
Yes, we have elephants, jaguars, leopards, crocodiles, bears.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, so it's like Africa. You have like safari, like a lot of like animals.
That's true.
Oh,
That's
wow,
true.
I didn't know that.
Yes, many tourists do come to Sri Lanka to enjoy the safari tours. Because we have 15 safari parks, as I said earlier.
Oh, that's quite a lot.
Yes, and we have more than 400 elephant herd in different safari parks.
Yes.
And we have more than 200 waterfalls.
Oh, really?
Yes, and we have 8 World Heritage Sites.
最後まで動画を見ていただいてありがとうございます。この動画がいいなと思ったら高評価をお願いします。チャンネル登録もしてくれると嬉しいです。ご意見やご感想はコメント欄に書いてください。それではまた次回の動画でお会いしましょう。バイバーイ。